I'm Janine from Win With Yoga, and welcome to 5 Best Exercises to Get Fit and Flexible in 10 minutes. So let's get started. We're going to start around today in a tabletop position. The hands will be under the shoulders, knees under the hips with toes pointing back. We're just going to move our rear end towards our heels, coming into child's pose. Now, if you don't have as much flexion as I do, that's fine. You can always put your forearms on the floor and move your booty up in the air so you don't have quite so much pressure back. Either way, either forearms down or shifting yourself back and straightening the arms. The fingertips will spread out nice and wide. And you'd like to start listening for your breathing pattern. As you inhale, just shifting your hips off to one side. And as you breathe out, just shifting your hips to the other side. So a little bit of a sway. This pose is going to start to open up our low back, our hips, our knees, our ankles, our shoulders, our hands and wrists. We bring that back to center. Take a nice exhale and see if you can let your shoulders relax. And then inhale is going to bring us back up to our tabletop. Now you can keep the palms flat. If that bothers your wrists, you can always come up onto your fists or your fingertips, so whatever works best for you. And our second position is called cat and cow. So we're going to take a nice inhale and push down through our palms. And as we breathe out, we're going to tuck our tailbone and round our back to the ceiling like an angry cat. This is our cat pose. And as we take our next breath in, we'll raise our tailbone up and reach our chest forwards. Cow. Exhale rounds us into a big cat pose. And inhale, tailbone goes up. We want to draw our shoulders away from our ears. And we're going to take that again. So this is going to start to warm up all of our spine. Breathing in, shoulders opening our chest, helping our breathing there. So widen across the chest there. You can squeeze your booty as you round. Nice inhale to bring the chest through, and we'll take it one more time. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, squeeze your booty, draw your belly button in, and inhale, go the other way. Chest reaches forward, shoulders away from the ears. We come back to a center, and we shift back towards that child's pose position. Now again, you can be on the forearms. I'll demonstrate that version this time. Your booty might be up in the air more than mine is. If this bothers your knees on the floor, you can always add an extra yoga mat or just put a towel under your knees. Give yourself a little more padding. And just swaying the hips, breathing here. Now we'll bring it back to center. We'll push down through the palms if the forearms are on the floor to bring them up and bring ourselves into our tabletop position again. Now we're going to take our right foot. We call these sweepers. We reach our right foot back and we drag it along the floor until we can wiggle it into our pinky finger. And then we're just going to sway our hips side to side. So you're going to see that these poses are all starting to really warm up our joints. Sweep that leg back, and we'll do the other side. Left leg sweeps back. You can just drag it on the floor to as far as it goes, and then wiggle the foot forward or use your hand to help it. And then just swaying the hips side to side. So the hips tend to get really tight on a lot of people. It contributes to a lot of back pains. We want to make sure that we start to strengthen and loosen those guys up. We're going to do it again. Right leg goes back and around. Wiggle the foot into the pinky finger. You can circle the hips around here. You might feel this stretching in your low back, in your hamstring, in your hips. Exhale brings the leg back. Main thing you want to do is go to your edge where you can go today and work from there. And that might change from day to day. It won't always be the same. And then we take our exhale and we sweep that left leg back. We're going to do the right leg one more time. This time we'll pick the leg up and step it forward. If you're not ready for that, just leave the foot, drag the foot on the floor and sweep our hips a little side to side. Then we'll pick that leg up and bring it back. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Pick it up. Step it forward. It might not make it to your hand. That's just fine. You wiggle it, inchworm it, or use your hand behind your heel and just move it forwards. And then swaying the hips side to side, breathing here, easy shoulders. and we sweep that left leg back. We'll shift back to child's pose for a moment. You can raise on those fingertips and give those wrists a break or put your forearms down. Then we're going to come right back up into tabletop, and we begin to sweep that right leg around. Wiggle it into the pinky finger, and this time we're going to walk our hands forward and move our hips forward so we're in a lunge. Now this knee can come forward as far as yours will go, but you want to keep this heel on the floor. So that's most important because you're going to push down with that foot, and then we're going to squeeze our booty to help drive the hips forward and stretch out the front of this back hip, your left, and you might be feeling a stretch on the inner thigh as well. This is part 1. Version 2 is right hand on the thigh and left hand on the thigh. So you bring your chest up. Version 3, reach the left arm up. Version 4, reach the right arm up. Now we want to give a lot of pressure through that front foot. As I said, you can even feel like it's going to pull to the back of the mat. Squeeze the booty so you're supporting yourself as you're stretching. So this keeps us safe in our joints. It helps our joints. We're going to take an exhale and come down. Helps our joints to stay healthy, and it also strengthens at the same time. We'll sweep that leg back, shift back to our child's pose. Take a nice exhale. Notice the differences between your sides, and then we'll come right back up as we inhale. Step that left foot forward. Walk the hands forward and move the hips forward. Now, if this bothers your back knee, you can always roll a towel up, put it underneath the knee, or put it under the shin or just above the knee so that it floats up off the floor. Position 1 here. Make sure that left heel's on the floor. Position 2, both hands come up and we raise the chest up. 3, right arm up. 4, left arm up. Front foot's pressing down and pulling towards the back of the mat. We engage our booty. Lift up in our belly, take a nice breath here, and exhale, sweep the arms to the side, bring the hands down, bring that left hand to the inside, stick the rear end back, sweep the left leg around to meet the right, shift back to child's pose, rocking the hips a little side to side. Drag the hands back to the knees and roll yourself up, and we're going to scooch onto our booty. So you're just going to make your way onto your rear end, scoot yourself forward if you're on your mat, and then we're going to roll down all the way onto our backs. You can do that as controlled as you can and fast as you need to. We get down onto our backs. We'll bring the heels in towards the rear, so all 10 toes are on the floor. Palms to the sides, and again, we're going to engage our booty, drive our hips up to the ceiling into a bridge pose. So want to watch out for pushing your ribs up. Squeeze your rear end. You can even put your hands there to make sure it's tightening. And we're trying to raise up at the hips. So if you put your fingers over where you would put your hands on your hips, that's what you're trying to drive up. Then we'll release our arms out and we'll roll down onto our back again. Bring one knee then the other into the chest. Take a nice rock side to side. Let those back muscles relax. We're going to take that one more time. So feet to floor. Make sure you can feel all toes on the floor and your heel. Push down on your feet. Squeeze your booty. Drive your hips up. Again, you can put your hands here. Now this is strengthening our backside, our hamstrings, our booty, our low back. We want to keep bringing that pubic bone up, stretching out the front of our hips, opening our chest. Now we sweep the arms to the side. We can lift the heels up even and roll down onto our back again. Float one knee, then the other to the chest. Give a nice hug in. You can circle your knees here. Or rock side to side, circle them the other way. Take a moment. Roll to the side. Sit yourself up. And you are all set, starting on your path to getting fit and flexible in just 10 minutes a day. Have a good one, and we'll see you back here real soon.